Guten Abend, good evening all. Just a quick one. I've been out sitting outside and watching the butterflies. Have a really good crop this year. I love insects and butterflies, but when I thought about that, I thought, oh gee, butterflies, and I thought the butterfly net. Is possibly the first punk band of the 70s, not 60s punk, but 70s punk, was the Saints from Brisbane, Australia. 76. It's when I heard the Ramones, I thought, oh, because the Saints came out before the Ramones at the same time, and in those days there was no way someone that lived in a brackish backwater like Brisbane in a semi-fascist state of Joe Pielke-Peterson, Queensland, could have known what was going on in New York. It was just like they were like the Ramones, but it's just funny. Anyway, Ed Cooper, one of Australia's most beloved German immigrants. I can highly recommend all his stuff with the Saints, Swing for the Crime, just so many great tracks. Just wonderful songwriter, you know. He's not the world's best singer, but somehow it's all part of the charm. Great guitar player, fantastic guitar player. After the Saints broke up, he had the very successful Laughing Clowns, and then The Yard Goes On Forever, and then a solo career. And I highly recommend this. Ed Cooper, The Butterfly Net. This is pretty much 80s and 90s. Just great songwriter, mate. He just writes such wonderful stuff, and by God, he can play guitar. Yeah, I had Electrical Storm, his first solo album, 1985. Highly recommended. Great stuff. Rooms of the Magnificent, 1986. Highly recommended. Everybody's Got to Go, 1988. Highly recommended. Today Wonder, 1990. Highly recommended. Honey Steals Gold, 1991, which was a huge hit for him in Australia. Highly recommended. Black Ticket Day, 1992. Serene Machine, 1993, and The Butterfly Net, 1993. That's what I forgot before. At the same time, when he quit the Saints, he occasionally went out and did sort of Saints type songs, but they were called the Aints. Just took the S off, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Laughing Clowns album, Law of Nature, 84. History of Rock and Roll, Volume 1, 84. Ghost of an Ideal Wife. It's a great track on this, 1985. History of Rock and Roll, Volume 2, 1993. With the Saints, I'm Stranded, 1976. Eternally Yours, 1977. And Prehistoric Sounds, 1978. This guy, he's sort of our Neil Young or something, or, it's not really, but the closest thing to a Neil Young we have in Australia. This guy is so unknown. He's just, man, he deserves to be. Anyway, he's a good boy. He didn't run away like the others. He stayed in Australia pretty much all his life, and it's just watching those butterflies. I just thought, oh, Ed, I've got to play it. It's the best of Ed Cooper. Not a Soul around 87, at times so emotional, 87. Nothing Changes in My House, 87. Also Sprack, the King of Euro Disco, 86. Ghost of an Ideal Wife again, 88. New Bully in Town, 88. Sea Air, 86. Electrical Storm, killer guitar work on that, fantastic guitar work, 85. Black Ticket Day, The Way I Made You Feel, gorgeous love song, 91. Real Wild Life, it's a real sort of bizarre psychedelic track. It's weird as. Always the Woman Pays, 90. It's Lunacy, 92. Honey Steals Gold, 91. And Everything I've Got Belongs to You, 1990. So I mean, pretty much, yeah, sure. He still tours constantly when he can with the COVID. he still puts out music, but his real, he was just so prolific in the 80s. You know, all from from the late 70s up through to the mid 90s. He just poured out album after album after album, and they're all great. But what got me going was these are silk cigarette cards, 110 years old, of Australian butterflies. It's a complete set. These are so gorgeous, printed on silk, and 110 years old. Where's a real colourful one? I used to have these in order. Just they feel good to the touch, you know. That beautiful silk. There's one. Oh, here's one's pretty beautiful. Yeah, the butterfly net. So if you see it, I recommend it. There's one really colourful one here, but I probably won't. Oh, there it is. That one. Oh no, that's not it. Well, they're all colourful, but there it is. Yeah. So there you have it. I'm just cooking dinner. I just had to do it because I thought butterflies, butterflies. And my back area out there is like a huge butterfly net. They all come in and get caught. So I spent half my time out there going around catching them and gently putting them back out. To have half of them eat, I throw them out. And the birds here, the wattle birds, are very, very aggressive birds, but they're beautiful colours, almost like a butterfly. You know, they have yellow breasts or red breasts, and they're very aggressive. And half the time I throw the butterfly out, and the wattle bird will go snap. Anyway, bye for now.